Christine here with another cute, quick, and simple card I made using my Cricut. As school next week is quickly approaching, I decided to surprise my kids by putting a card in their lunchbox to remind them that I will miss them while they're at school. And this one's going to be for my daughter because she's going back to school as my son is just starting kindergarten. So this is not completed, but this is basically the layout that I chose. Today I am using the Recess Cricut cartridge. So let's get started. I'm gonna take this all away. I started with a plain simple red cardstock, 8.5 by 11, cut 5.5 inches, folded in half to get a standard A2 size card. Then I'm going to use this really cute school paper. I think it comes from Creative, I'm not sure. I will put it in the description. I just bought it at Michael's today, and it's got these cute apples on one side, and then this really like this field trip and study time, this cute paper. So I'm using that as my first layer of the background, and it's cut at 4 inches by 5 1/4. Just going to take my ATG gun and I'm going to place it straight down in the center of the base of the card. Just like so. Alright, the next layer again is the same red cardstock I used as the base. It's cut 1/4 inch shorter, so 3 3/4 by 5. I took a white gel pen and I doodled all the way around, and again I'm taking my ATG gun and I'm just going to glue that straight down in the center of the first layer, and just like so. Alright, the last layer I chose is a mixture of the two sides of the paper that I found. So the original paper on its own, which is, I just took some plain cardstock and I glued the 6 pieces to it. But this is 1/4 inch shorter, so I think it's 3.5 by 4 3/4. So I cut out 2 pieces, the white the white cardstock, and then the paper, and then I decided just to cut it, and it didn't matter if it was centered or not. I cut it 3 times and again in half, and I glued it to the white cardstock, and I'm going to glue that straight down. However, we're going to do a few things with it first. So I am taking some black ribbon so that the seam does not show in between the papers. So I'm going to pick this up and I am going to just place it right in the middle, just like so. So it hides the seam. Then I have these 2 brads, which you didn't see originally because I don't know how to show that I'm going to be poking them. So I'm going to be poking a hole in the ribbon on both sides, and I don't know, maybe a 1/2 inch from the end. And I might not have gotten that centered, but I don't really care. And having my nails done, this makes things a little difficult, but I'm using these cute brads on both sides of the paper, and well, difficult time today. There we go. I'm just going to rotate it. Sorry if I'm doing this off camera. I'm just going to rotate it so that the prongs don't show up. Alright, just gonna make sure that's flat, and then this too can be glued to the last layer of paper I put down. Okay, so put card back, put this in the center, just like so. There we go. There, and now we have all the paper. So from there I went to use the recess cartridge. It's a light cartridge. So all I wanted to do was use this cute little apple, and I think it's on the first page, the third down. I cut out this first apple image in green, and it's just the green that I found that it matched the paper, and I cut the image out at 2.5 inches, then the layer in red, and then the stem at the same size. So I put the apple together. First I ran the red layer through my Cuttlebug using Swiss dots. I raised it on pop dots, and I also took a white gel pen because I love to doodle on my cards, and I just went around the edge of the apple, and I'm going to put the apple right down in the bottom left hand corner, just like so. Alright, I'm going to be putting a button in the top left corner, and it's fairly big. You can choose any size you want, and we're going to put that right down. I am also going to be putting these really cute gems. I got them from Michael's, and I'm just trying to use up some of my stock so that way I can go buy more. And I'm just taking 2 or 3 of them, and I am just going to add them. Let's see. Yeah, right about here, and maybe one more. I'm just going to add one more. Should have taken my tweezers, to be honest. Just like so. Alright, in the bottom right hand corner, before I start gluing school down, I cut the apple twice out at 1 inch in red and added the green and the black stem. And I raised the 2 layers between pop dots, and I just have this tiny little black piece I cut out, and I just rounded the edge. It's not even a 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch. And I'm going to glue that and the apple, and I just added the black for a little background, additional background to the apple. So it's about like here. I need room for school, so yeah, I should have probably put the apple a little bit more in the corner. Anyways, and then I put that apple there, and then I'm just going to start taking the letters that I cut out. I cut out the words back to school. I believe I used my Cricut cartridge cutting up, and all I'm going to do is start gluing them down any way I want to say back to school. And I'm not going to do that on camera, but all I'm going to do is put back and then the 2 here and then the school here, and that will complete my card. And I think my daughter will like it, and I hope you do. So thanks for watching.